When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Hey, everybody. Welcome into the Howard Hanna halftime show of the Class B Far West Regional Final. It's Western New York Maritime and Batavia tied at 14. We're going to talk about that game in just a second. First, we have some breaking news to get to right now. We have learned the Class AA Far West Regional game, which was set to kick off tonight at 6:30, has now been postponed for tonight. We have learned that is due to a COVID outbreak with the McQuaid team. The game was in jeopardy, and we said that it would be back on, but we've recently learned from local officials, from both Section 6 and county officials, that the game will not happen tonight. We're told if it does happen, it would take place Tuesday at a site to be determined. So that is a certainly developing story. With the important part is no Bennett McQuaid tonight due to COVID issues with McQuaid. So we'll again pass along any updates we get with that. I also we may get more updates. So if I walk out, that will be what it is. In the meantime, I'm joined by Joe Daniel, Tim Chifa. We've been watching the Batavia Maritime game again. These two teams tied at 14 at half. Kind of a weird half from what I saw. A lot of weird things going on. But so far, pretty even between those two teams. Guys, what are you seeing out there?
I think it's been a really well-played first half by both teams. I'm really impressed with both teams, to be honest. I like what Batavia does offensively as far as, splitting up or changing up the run game, pass game. Quarterback's a really good player, Joe. I mean, he Jesse Reinhardt. We talked about him in the pregame show. Having an incredible senior season, and it shows. Against a really good defense, he is throwing the ball around really well. I think Western Maritime luckily has a couple fumble recoveries. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it could be a little bit of a lead here for Batavia. So I don't know if maybe lucky is the right word, but a little lucky. But yeah, I think it's been a pretty good first half, and I'm really excited because last week at the stadium, Joe, every halftime the game was almost over except the last one, and every game that we have done so far at halftime this weekend could go either way. When we get to the second half.
Joe, really quick, you know what? Why not, for the people who didn't watch the game, you just go through the highlights of how we got to that 14-14 score.
Of course, Batavia had an opening kickoff to lead 7-0. Then there was a 3-and-out. Batavia got the ball back. They had their first fumble, and then that led to the next drive from Littleton from Western New York Maritime Health Sciences. See, I said it all today. 7-7. And then we saw a 42-yard touchdown pass from Reinhardt to McFallens. I mean, he was wide open. McFallens 8 touchdown catches on the year. They made it 14-8. And Webster, the quarterback who doesn't really throw it for Western New York Maritime Health Sciences, he threw a nice pass to Copeland. Copeland, more of their jet sweep kind of guy. He caught a pass, 14-14. And then Batavia was driving, and they fumbled. Now, there is no replay reviews. I thought he was down. The ref said he wasn't. So he fumbled with 1:42 left in the second quarter. So two turnovers has really helped Western New York Maritime stay in this game as Batavia just came up a little short in that last drive.
All right, let's go on to the second half. So these two played pretty evenly. So Tim, I'll start with you. If you're Batavia, if you're the coach of Batavia, what is your message to your team at the half?
Well, I think first and foremost, it's pretty obvious. You got to hold on to the football. You got to take care of the football. We are too good of a football team to give Western Maritime freebies. Okay, our running backs have to hold on to the football, especially. The first fumble that we had was right on our own 5 to 10 yard line, which is the cardinal sin in all football. So take care of the football, keep changing it up, and we will be fine.
Joe, I'm going to turn that question, but you're Ty Parker right now, talking to those Maritime Falcons. What is your message to that team right now?
Let's just be who we are. I mean, they're an outstanding running team. They average over 260 yards per game. Give the ball to Littleton, and they've even thrown it twice, and they had success on 2 throws. They don't need to throw it 10 times in this half, but if there's an opportunity there, take it. And they did it twice, and they led to a touchdown. Who had Western New York Maritime Health Sciences getting a touchdown pass from Webster today? No one. And that's the type of play that's going to make a difference and give you a chance to win.
And Copeland, remember, is one of their big guys, D1 player, and he made a big D1 play when they really needed him. The play that stood out to me early in that game, I believe it was just after the kick return. Maritime had a 4th and 2 at midfield, and they went for it, and they got it. And I think, I imagine if they miss that one, it's a huge confidence loss. And I imagine Batavia, they have the chance, short field, go down and score. They could have taken a 2-score lead. Instead, Maritime is able to cross, make the first down, and now we have a tie ball game.
Yeah, guys, we say this quite a bit, and I know Tom preaches it all the time on his shows, but this game is really might be won and lost in the trenches. When you are such a run-heavy team like Western New York Maritime, it is so important for the guys that just don't get the love in the box scores to have a big game. I think they're doing a really good job so far pushing back the Batavia defensive line, and I think that has to continue for Western New York to pull this off.
And Ben Anderson had some pretty good runs on that last drive. Is he starting to get his legs going? Because Ben Anderson's got a lot of yards this year. He scored quite a few touchdowns. So
did you see Littleton stiff arm on the 2-point conversion?
Yes.
Wow. That was impressive.
Western New York Maritime Health Sciences, great running team. But Batavia can do it both. So they got to control one of them to slow them down. And it's interesting with all these 5 games, they've been close, especially at the half. Jamestown pulled away last night. The second half of the last game, the offense has started to show. Will that happen right now? It's interesting. It's been a tough match, a low-scoring game so far.
All right, I think that'll do it. So reminder again, breaking news at this hour, the Bennett-McQuaid game will not happen tonight. That is due to a COVID outbreak with the McQuaid team. We are told if the game is replayed, we're not sure if it will be, that it would have to take place on Tuesday at a site to be determined. If it doesn't happen Tuesday, it looks like it wouldn't happen at all, and Bennett would they would make their way to the state semifinals. The state semifinal game is set to take place a week from today in Cicero, North Syracuse, against the winner of the Section 3 and Section 4 game. We'll try to get to that on our social media as well. So, so again, 14-14 to the half of the Class B game. No Class AA game tonight. So for Joe Daniel, Tim Chifa, I'm Francis Beck. Thank you for watching the Howard Hanna halftime show. Again, Batavia Maritime tied at 14. We'll be back after the game with post-game coverage.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYimmediatecare.com for more information.